It's not looking good for Starfield. What can I honestly say?
There's an interview by a mainstream publication about Starfield. Here we
I think
go.
we
I
saw
haven't
it.
seen this yet.
Why did you not optimize this game
Yeah.
for PC?
Dude, this is such a good one. And by the way, again, all respect to my brother Todd Howard here. He is one of the greatest liars of all time, probably even. He has not even a shred of consciousness. Look at this guy. He's starting to lie and sweat. Todd's like, oh, were you not supposed to answer this question? Oh, I guess I'll take it in that case. Like, he's not even flinching. This guy does not even flinch. It's like he's cold-hearted. He is literally 100% a bored snake soils merchant.
What?
We did. It's running great. It is a next-gen PC game.
Phil's just
We really
laughing.
do push the
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, you're just lying about this. You're just lying. It's optimized. Yeah, sure, it's optimized,
technology,
bro.
so you may need to upgrade your PC for this game, but it's got a lot of great stuff going on in it, and the fans are responding awesome.
Kara and I have been reviewing the gameplay. We've also been reviewing some of the discussion.
Oh my god. I don't know.
No
Is Starfield
regret,
running
baby.
well on your PC or not? It's running well on mine. Mine blew.
It is running well on the literal highest end PCs imaginable, but anything below that is insane. Because I have some Starfield fanboys commenting, and whenever this discussion comes, they're like, well, I have a 2 years old maxed out rig, and I only crashed a couple of times in Starfield. And they're like, and everyone else is like, wait, what? You have a 2 years old maxed out PC and you're still crashing a couple of times playing Starfield? What? How is this acceptable? And the guy like, well, it's a Bethesda game.
Blew up? No, wow.
Online. Phil, good to see you. Xbox Game Pass, okay, it's available to anyone that subscribes. So how can you guarantee from a sort of sales perspective that you kind of hit the heights that Skyrim has? If it's available to anyone through Game Pass, how do you ensure people actually play it?
I had no idea they actually ask questions like this. This is I only heard the first one. Yo.
Well, we can see people playing, which is great, on the platform. You might know the game has been in preview for the last week, and it's already our most.
I
Nice.
haven't done one like this before, but I've done something like this, and there's a very long delay.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a delay. It might not seem like there is or not, but it is.
Played next-gen exclusive game on Xbox. So we're seeing huge success. It's our biggest wish-listed game on Steam across Xbox and Bethesda Game Studios history. And
I mean, a wish list doesn't mean a lot, honestly, but that's okay.
now, as you said, tens of millions of Game Pass subscribers and the standard edition retail customers all get to play today. So incredible day, new franchise launching, and it's a lot of fun.
And I'm sure you want to dwell on the here, the now, Phil, but you've been asked, and I'm going to ask it again, you mentioned exclusive. So does that mean the Elder Scrolls 6 will be? How do you mark as to whether this is the right track?
Well, I got bought by Microsoft, so I don't exactly have a choice any longer. Obviously, selling on every platform from that standpoint is more money, but the exclusivity does give way more money than that, so I think we're gonna be fine.
Phil.
Yeah, we look at it on a case-by-case basis with the games that we build. We want to make sure our games are available in so many different places, on our Xbox consoles, on PC, also via cloud. These games can come to almost any web-enabled device. We're looking at...
Bro, I feel like these people don't like I feel like guaranteed there are people in the comments calling Bloomberg Sony ponies.
Dude, the Sony versus Xbox thing is wild. At first, I didn't even understand why are people actually mentioning PlayStation in the discussion when Starfield first arose. I was so confused. But nah, turns out there's Yeah, the console thing is still out there. You're all idiots, by the way, if you're using consoles anyway. So why are you competing to the race to the bottom?
Guaranteed. It's actually funny.
Millions and millions of players who will have access to Starfield and other Xbox Game Studios games. It's really about giving players choice around how they want to play, and they build their library of games.
What then, Todd, about timing? What then about other names, other games, Zelda, for example, Baldur's Gate, that have done significantly well? How do you think about
Bro, they're just shitting on him. Oh my god.
Oh no, this guy's gonna have a heart attack about Baldur's Gate, probably.
They absolutely shit on.
Oh, by the way, considering this is the guy who runs Microsoft, the Microsoft CEO, he knows that the game is unoptimized, by the way, and he expected that question. From the start, the fact that this guy was laughing the moment he heard that slightly, he knew that that was coming, because he knows the game is unoptimized.
making sure everyone's addicted to your current offering right here, right now?
You know, I think if you look at video games now, it is so competitive. I think this year, 2023, could be the greatest year ever in video games. I don't know, but
obviously,
to have Starfield
right?
be out there and the response that we've gotten has just been incredible for everybody here at the studio. And the other thing is, yes, it's about launch, it's about today, but our games, they are played for years. You know, we're 12 years after Skyrim, still one of our most played games. So we like to build these worlds that people can really, really get lost in. The fan feedback and what it means to everybody, it really is incredible for all of us here.
Todd.
Bro, he just has no problem lying. I love it.
I want to go to another one of the audience questions, and it's very specific.
Please, can you guys ask why is the map like this? Like, have them look at show them a map of Neon and be like, how do you read this?
But so many people
That's
ask,
not gonna
why
work.
are there no vehicles on planets? Space is one.
Jesus, bro, this guy is out for fucking blood.
Dude, he's probably just reading off the top Reddit comments.
Where the fuck are the vehicles? This is amazing. It's like usually they'll ask a few, you know, this is usually how like interviews go, right? It's like they'll ask a few nice questions and then
Nothing
they'll butter 'em up a
complicated
little
at all.
bit, and then they'll cook them. Bro, this guy comes off the rip and he's swinging.
This is
but
rare.
what about terra firma?
It's a great question, actually. It's something we consider. You know, we're going to do...
Dude, that guy the Microsoft exec laughing all the time and he knows that this question is what was going to happen is great.
Space, we're going to do planets. Yeah. Once you do vehicles, it does change the gameplay. So by focusing, once you land in your ship, that you're on foot, it lets us really, for the players, make it an experience where we know how fast they're seeing things.
Seeing what? Rocks and hills and rocks? There's nothing to see on planets except the points of interest. That usually are caves that look the same.
You do have
it's a rendering reason. Understood.
Also makes
because
sense.
of rendering, guys.
Vehicle, which is obviously you have your spaceship, you can go around in space, but then on the surface, you do have a jetpack, which you can upgrade, which is super fun.
Dude, the jetpack is like... Dude, if you have heard enough of this, you probably think that the jetpack is literally the whole game at this point. Because every answer is... Well, have you seen or used the jetpack, son? Bruh, it is unbelievable.
Experience for us, and obviously planets have different levels of gravity, which make that unique for many planets.
Yeah, the jetpack.
Phil, this is, so closely tied to...
Here's the real reason they don't have vehicles, okay? Is because if you had a vehicle, you'd hit the wall on the planet in, 5 minutes.
Yeah, faster.
As a player, I think that we want vehicles. From their perspective, I would tell them, please do not do vehicles. It will only hurt the game, because people will see how small the areas are.
Xbox And I find it interesting. I have to ask you about the latest offer from Microsoft and Activision to the UK CMA. Do you think that that structure will be accepted with the UK CMA?
Uh-oh.
You know, we're working.
His answer should be, who gives a fuck about the UK, a dying country?
Cooperatively with the regulators as we've had through this whole process.
You know this is going to be some bullshit answer.
Obviously.
Like this could be like, oh, we respect this space and we care a lot about it and we're working with them.
Obviously.
As you're well aware, it's been a long process. We remain confident in the work that we're doing with the CMA and the European Commission and here with the FTC in the US that we will close this acquisition.
Another rather specific question for you, Todd. What's been your favorite means and operation, like your build out there? What's been your favorite build, or indeed favorite, well, means of traveling through space?
The spaceship. Or the jetpack. Space jetpack. Let's go.
Space.
Good old Todd.
Favorite means of traveling through space? Well, you know, when I'm doing my ship, I like to focus on shields and defense because you never know what's going to happen when you jump into a new system in the game. As far as character builds, it's one of the things we love to do, which is there's so much you can do in the game. It's almost like 5 or 6 games.
By the way, I love the fact how often this happens in these interviews. You know, it also happens constantly in the U.S. court system, and when something's in the government happening, it's like you get asked like a simple question: do you use sugar with your drinks, tea, coffee, or whatever? And the answer is, well, this is not a simple answer to a question. Sugar contains glycomimosic acids, and if you put a fork down on the left side of the building, then all of the yin and yang gets disrupted by 5 tsunamis. And this is that situation.
At once, and we usually tell people, just get comfortable, do what you want to do. If you want to zen out and scan planets and explore them, great. If you want to join the pirates, great. If you want to do this epic main quest, it's really whatever you want to do.
Epic main quest.
And really, for us, it is. We do these worlds, but it's about the players making it, you know, their own.
Todd, this game took 7 years to make. Does generative AI now allow studios like you to expedite the creation process?
Dude, there's like 3 handcrafted locations in all of the fucking game, dude. There's 1 handcrafted quest in the game.
God! This guy! This is amazing!
Yes, quickly.
Well, it seems we want to do that every time. We want to do it faster.
Okay.
And there are areas where we can go faster, but these are complex projects. They're big technological innovation going on. There's so much design. This game has over 3 million words in it. So we do like to make really big games. Those will take some time. And as you mentioned before, the competition in our industry is quite high. The bar is high. And we want to get there for all of our fans every time.
Of course.
So much can go faster.
This is probably one of the best interviews I've ever seen.
It's rare. It is truly rare when you actually see questions that actually matter. Because the reality is, it's like, you know, you get like fucking Todd Howard and like Phil Spencer or whatever on the show. And the reality is they're just there because they're big names. Like, the hosts have no idea what they do. No one researched anything. The questions are not even pre-prepared. They're literally, like, scrambling to make something. So these are rare situations.
This is so fucking good. Whether it's, like, this lady who just...
She's hot, by the way. I'm not gonna lie.
About? What do you like to go? How do you like to go through space? Or this guy just like right off the rip. So what do you think? How do you feel about Game Pass ruining sales? Oh, okay. So why aren't there any?
Dude, again, people don't talk about this. I talk about it a lot because I have more interest in this stuff. But yeah, like the amount of uncertainty and fear that they felt about Starfield being an absolute disaster is insane. Because again, you don't put a game on fucking Game Pass day one if you're not afraid that it's gonna bomb like crazy. Okay? You can always put the Starfield on Game Pass month 2, month 3, month 4, or whatever you feel like. But dude, putting it on Game Pass day one is just literally screaming zero confidence in the product.
Cars. Okay. So Escape took 7 years? Well, AI's gonna make that better, right? Holy fuck, man.
Pretty good.
This is so savage. Please, God, read the comments. I love how Phil Spencer laughs over Todd is cornered with regards to vehicles. Yeah. These questions are brutal. I love these guys for actually legit, no PR stuff. Todd still sounded like he was reading from a script. Yeah, of course he was, right? Well, he, like, the end part. Like, the first half was, like...
I would not be surprised if Todd is the guy who always preps the most common questions.
An actual response in the second half was like, okay, now let's wrap this one up, right? These journalists are asking big-time questions? Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. Wow. You may need to upgrade your PC for this one. I don't know. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I have such a good PC, I don't even know if it's bad for PC or not. Yeah, I have no fucking clue. Phil also wants vehicles? Oh. Well, that makes sense then.
True.
It's the closest thing to actual journalism I've seen in my entire life. I wish that we had more interviews like this.
Yeah, there's not enough of them, that's for sure.
Like, bring on somebody who's never fucking played the game. So how do you like to go through space? Oh, in a spaceship? Okay. I like to use a banana.
Good stuff. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.